Okay, folks, I'm going to try to really make this short, but there's so much to just consider right about now. This is April 9th, 2020, and I'm just finding out today that they're no longer preparing or processing U.S. passports to get out of here. Now, I subscribed to this Dr. Mumbi, a couple of years ago, and she did mention that, and sure enough, it came to fruition that it's been announced in March 2020 they're no longer processing passports to get out of here. Listen to this.
Now, there's something I've been talking about this for so long, fam. For so long. About how, if you were in the divided states, you needed to get your passport. And I was actually shocked to learn that allegedly only 20% of people from the divided states actually have their passport. And I think for us, the African American, figure that was quoted once to me was even less than 10%. I'm hoping 20-30%, but less than 10%. Although we did see a massive, massive move last year for people to get their passports. But anyway, fam, this is what's happened. The divided states has actually stopped issuing passports except for life and death, emergencies because of COVID-19. And I told you, fam, what they're going to start doing now is taking a lot of people's, powers and privileges, however you want to look at it. And they said, the exception is only going to be given to people who have qualified for life or death emergencies. They also said if you had happened to apply for your passport before March, then they were going to still, process it, etc., etc. But no more new applications. Like, fam, it's getting serious. And I told you the first thing they're going to try and do is take away our small powers. The police state isn't coming. The police state is here.
Okay, so with that said, I looked on news, national news here, local news, national news in the United States, and sure enough, it is on CBS, it's on CNN, all that stuff. On March 20th, they started limiting passport services. Those were little. Look at that. March 20th? First of all, come to think of it, we didn't hear about this, and I didn't stop working until the 16th of March. Okay? So they had already planned to do this way before then? Yeah, we're just hearing about how serious it was in March. And they had already stopped processing. That lets you know there's something else going on. So, with that said, I said, you know what? This is what came to mind as far as scripturally speaking. So, if you want, on that note, want to confirm it with scripture about being prepared. I'm going to call this video Preparation 2020 because that's exactly what's going on. We have to get our stuff together. We have to have more solidarity. Stop trying to be selfish. This is a test. This is a living test of survival of the fittest. And I believe that. So right here, a story about Matthew 25, 1 through 13, about the 10 bridesmaids. 10 were, 5 of them are very wise and prepared for what was coming, and the other 5 were foolish and wasted their time and lost out and missed out. And they were left in the dark. They were supposed to get oil for the lamps and in this parable, and they were fooling around and never got it done. They were probably getting their hair and nails done and not getting the essentials taken care of like they were supposed to, and missed out. Another interesting story I wanted to bring up was this. It's called Victory Gardens. I've been researching this for quite some time now, 10 years or more. Maybe more than that. Victory Gardens, when I first heard about it when I moved to Virginia, they have a lot of community gardens out there. You can go and rent a space and grow your own organic vegetables and things of that nature. This one's pretty organized right here. Mine is not going to be organized. I'm going to be like Johnny Appleseed. I'm going to spread my seeds that I have purchased all over everywhere, so no one will know where my seeds and my fruit and my vegetables will be planted. That's going to be my secret. So if I need to go get fruits and vegetables, I'll only know where they're at. It's not going to be organized like this. at all, so it can be sabotaged. Um, I got my passport a couple of years ago, and I'm glad I did. And this thing does not expire for a number of years. I just can't believe it. The food that is so expensive here, and it's not even fresh vegetables, either that or it's out of season vegetables and fruits. Whereas, stuff like this here, okay, just for that, it's a great deal as far as £2, but it's out of season. It's not the fall, it's not the summer yet, and we're still eating fruits and vegetables out of season that makes us sick. So yesterday I went and said, you know what, I'm gonna go and do the preparation here. There's something going on. So I had a revelation to go, and I went to the store. I have bags and bags of this stuff. You have no idea. I have different kinds of tomatoes, lettuce, squashes, kale, all kinds of stuff. Here, this is not even half of what I have. I have way more than this. This is just what I wanted to show you really quick what I have. Because what they did was in World War One, people started growing their own gardens everywhere because of the food shortages. Well, by World War II, the Nazis got real smart and vindictive, and they started hiding and destroying the crops and the food because they know once they destroyed the food, they would have control over the people. What does that sound like? It sounds pretty modern times right now, where they're saying the shelves are empty and all that kind of stuff, which is not true. All the stores that I go into, they're full of food, they're full of bread, they're full of all the essentials and all the thing, toilet paper, paper towel. It's full. It's every store I go to, they're full. They're stocked. So for them to create panic like that, they'll let you know right there. They're trying to gain control and create a panic so you can be totally dependent on them. I'm not having it. It came to me as a revelation to go and get these things. There's actually stuff on the underground news that I've watched on the internet where they are banning the sale of fruit and vegetable seeds. They are actually stopping people from buying seeds. And these happen to be non-GMO seeds. Okay? The ones in the stores that they have that are GMO, they only bloom once. So after they have the first crop, there's no seeds for them to germinate to have another crop after that. You're done. You have to keep buying them over and over. That's the GMO ones. These are non-GMO. So the seeds that come from this, I can keep replanting them over and over and over. But I'm just letting you know what kind of preparations we probably need to do. I got all kinds of stuff here. I got not only vegetables and stuff, I also got seasonings, all kinds of stuff that you can probably use for medicinal purposes. And I just want to let you guys know they're going to stop selling seeds. And there's something going on where we won't be able to leave the country. I know one thing. I have my passport right here, and this thing don't expire for a number of years. So, with that said, I don't know what's coming, but we better start being prepared and start having some kind of solidarity where we watch over each other, take care of each other, because something is going down. Something is going down really, really scary. Okay? You guys take care and start preparing your life to, and I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just saying we don't know what's up their sleeve and they're not saying. Okay? I really wish you guys would start looking at some of these things where you start planting the right fruits for this is a Hebrew calendar, when to plant foods at certain times of the year so you don't get sick from eating foods that are not in season. Okay, so with that said, watch what's going on. Be conscious of what's going on out there, and just prepare yourself. You might have to just, start planting, like I said, a victory garden somewhere and protect you and your family. Take care.